Alright, in this video we're going to go over research for Amazon Canada. So the process is literally the exact same for US. Now I know a lot of people want training for the countries outside of the US. So we're adding this training right here. This is for Amazon Canada. We're also adding Amazon UK. And the training is literally, the methodology is the exact same. You're researching keywords and pricing and products. Literally all you're doing, right? The only differences are going to be price points, because between different countries the price points are going to be different, and also the keywords are going to be, what's going to be a good keyword in the US might not be a good keyword in Canada or UK or so on. So really you're going through the exact same process. There's just a couple tiny little tweaks are literally the only differences when doing a different marketplace. So also the suppliers, obviously you're going to have to use different suppliers too, right? So I have 2 suppliers open for Amazon Canada. You can use a lot more. If you want to use retail suppliers like Walmart and stuff, that is completely your option. We're not covering it or teaching it in this program. People still do it. But this is up to you whether you want to do that or not. If you are doing it, rather you're Canada, UK, US, no matter where you're going, you're going to want to get that get IP alert, right? GetIPalert.com. It's $100 and it's $130 for 2 licenses. So 1 license is $100, and when you go to buy Get IP Alert, you'll be able to get a second one for $30, which you can give to a VA. You can even split it with another student in the group, right? If you want to split it and pay $65 each instead of $100, then you can do that. So getting Get IP Alert shows you what brands have filed IPs in the past. This little notification right here will be what pops up when you're looking at a brand. So they're looking at Red Copper in this little video, and this IP pops up. That obviously means do not list it unless you want to get an IP filed against you. Even if you're sourcing from a wholesaler and you have invoices, some of these brands still like to do it. And it's annoying because then you got to go through the process of battling an IP, potentially getting your account suspended, and then waiting like 30 to 60 days to get it back because you got to fight, create an appeal, then you got to pay for an appeal to get your Amazon account back because of IP. So doing this and making sure there's at least 2 or 3 other third-party sellers, not just prime sellers, at least 2 other third-party sellers on the listing, and Get IP Alert says that it's fine, that's the only time I will list a piggyback product. Doesn't matter what my supplier is. So with knowing this, I mean, using the retail still doable, and I'm just making sure that we're not doing it in the training. But I mean, if you want to do it, that's completely up to you. Like I said, people still do it. Now for Canada, the only retail supplier that I would use is going to be like Walmart, because they got a very, very large selection and free shipping over $50. And then we got Chapters Indigo. Chapters Indigo is free shipping over $25, and they have rush shipping, which is like 1 or 2 day. Walmart Canada also has like 2-3 day delivery as well. So I mean, you can set up some shipping templates, you can charge more money for the faster shipping, you can do lots of cool stuff. But what I like to use for Canada is doing originals and building brands using Aliexpress, right? And then wayfair.ca with my business professional account. So I'm just going to go over quick. Let's just do a piggyback research quick. So I'm looking at this brand called Dash. I was looking at Dash earlier from Wayfair, and I just decided to type in toaster. So they only got 2. They got this Clearview one and the Dash Easy Toaster. I searched for this one and I couldn't find, hold on. I couldn't find this color, the one that's available, which is black. I believe the other 2 are out of stock. If they're back, that's great. Okay, yeah, so they're out of stock. Amazon has these, but right now they're out of stock at the time of me cutting this video. Black I cannot find. If you can find it, list it. So then I had this other one I was about to look at, so I saved it for the video. So I'm on Amazon.ca. I'm going to type in Dash Toaster. Literally the same methodology. You can go to Amazon first and search Wayfair after. You can go by brand, you can go by category, you can do whatever the heck you want with your research, right? Whatever works best and whatever's fastest for you. Wayfair is free shipping in Canada. It's free shipping over $75. Under $75 is $9 shipping, right? So that's going to be 70 plus 9. So it's going to be 79, and after fees, depending what we sell it for, we'll be able to see. So let's have a look at Amazon, see if we can find this toaster. Obviously, you can use PrimeAway. It works for outside of the United States as well. The PrimeAway Chrome extension, it's $50 one time, and it gets rid of third party. So you'll be able to use that anytime. So I'm just going to go, I'll actually hit the PrimeAway and see if we can find this item with no Amazon Prime. There's this toaster, but as we looked, they only have the black in stock. But here's the gray for 85 bucks, and on Wayfair it's only 50. 50 plus even plus shipping and then fees. You still be able to make a really good profit if this was in stock. That's why I was looking at it earlier, but they don't have the right colors in stock. In Amazon, I can't find the black one, which is currently in stock. I can't find the Clearview toaster. Can't find the Clearview toaster non-prime, so then I'll just turn prime back on. And then I will take a look at these right here. See which one the one we're looking at is, and see if after Amazon, right, whatever their price is, and when they run out of stock, can we be the next lowest price? So let me click it open. They also have 4 different colors. Cool, okay. So free shipping over 75, as you can see. Some of these items on wayfair.ca also have 1 and 2 day shipping available. You'll just have to see right on the product page. It'll literally just tell you ships in 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, whatever. If it doesn't ship in 1 or 2 days, it's going to be like standard ground shipping. So that's going to be your standard template. And you're not going to want to allow expedited shipping on a template that from a supplier that does not have fast shipping, right? So only doing it when you have fast shipping available. So the white color is in stock. And what one are we looking at? We're looking at the one on the left. So we're looking at this one. So Amazon's in stock for 70 bucks. I see a couple other sellers. I'm going to wait for Get IP Alert to tell me if this brand files IPs or not. I personally have sold this brand before, and I've always had no issues, so I'm just going to... Oh, there it is. There's the check mark. So Get IP Alert says it's fine, but even though it says it's fine, I will still always make sure there's at least a couple other third-party sellers on there, because if there isn't, right, because Get IP Alert isn't proof. Like, it's not 100% guaranteed accuracy, right? This is only from historical data, and it's not from every single Amazon seller in the world. So you can't just rely on that. You got to kind of take it into consideration to this, plus at least a few other third-party sellers. So I'm seeing more sellers. Let's just open it up and have a look. Okay, cool. So Amazon 70 and the next lowest price. This is the crazy thing about Amazon Canada. The market is absolutely wide open. Absolutely wide open. Sorry, I was just getting rid of that. 113 bucks is the next price. So let's have a look. 70 plus 9, 79 bucks. If we're going to sell, let's say we're selling it for 100, that's going to add 15. Add 15 on to 79 is 84. So if we're paying 84 selling it for 100, that's a 20% markup. It's like 16% profit margin. If we sell 109.99, now we're looking at around 25% pure profit. Right, 25% profit on one of the first items I looked at for a brand. Now, when I'm doing my research for Piggyback, once I find a brand that I know is good to go, if they got third-party sellers, Get IP Alert is cool with it, I will research out that brand, because I find it, once you get a brand, it's 10 times faster being able to continue your research instead of starting over, going back to a category, going through a bunch of different products from all different brands, and then which ones work, which ones don't, and then listing a product, then you find another one, then you list a product. What I found is once I find one, I'll pay attention to the brand. I'll go, okay, I can list this product. Oh no, that's the brand. And then I'm going to go search out that brand. I'll go back to my original search later after I have now researched the entire brand from the whole supplier website. Right? Way faster to find products that way. So that's how I do it personally. And so if we sell this thing $109.99, right, we're going to be the second lowest price. Now, the problem with listing products where Amazon's there and you're going above them, you're probably not going to get the buy box until Amazon goes out of stock, unless they decide they want to share. And Amazon usually only shares like 1 out of 20 or 1 out of 30 times. Sometimes less, sometimes more. So you're pretty much planning on this thing selling in the future, right? If you want to list products that are going to start selling for you right away or in the first week, couple weeks, whatever, you need to find ones where there is no Prime sellers or where there is no Amazon, because then you can take the lowest price, the buy box, and boom, you win, right? Also, I didn't look at this thing's sales rank, but it's got 4.5 stars and 40 ratings, so I'm guessing it's pretty decent. It's 45,000 in home. Now, Canada sales ranks is different than Amazon US. So this in the US would be selling daily in this category. For Canada, it's pretty much, if I was to ballpark it, I would say anywhere from like 3 to 5 times less So if this is selling, if so, pretty much 45,000 in Canada would be more like 150 to 250,000 in the States sales rank, right? Roughly, and it's not exact. It's not an exact measurement, but it's pretty accurate. So if you wanted just a rule of thumb, anything under 6 or 700,000 in the U.S. that probably sells at least once a month. I'll list it. I don't care. If it's under 3 or 400,000 in Canada, I'll list it no matter what. Sometimes I'll go up to 5 in Canada because, as you know, sales ranks fluctuate all the time. One day a sales rank might be 500,000, and then it sells 3 times in one day, and then the next day the sales rank's 80,000, right? And then it sells every other day depending on the sales rank. So they fluctuate. So don't limit yourself by trying to find products only under 100,000 or under 50. You are limiting yourself, and it's going to take you forever to list products, to find them, and to grow your business, right? Open your scale up a bit. Open your mind up a bit. Also with profit margins. With Canada and the UK, the profit margins are a little bit more generous than they are in the US because there's less competition. But this is pretty much my rule of thumb. This is exactly how I do it. And obviously you know how to do a listing by now. So I would just grab my SIN and go list this in my store, right? Setting up an Amazon Canada account shipping template. You're going to be able to just use a standard basic template like from suppliers like Wayfair. But when you're doing Aliexpress, so let's move to Aliexpress now for Canada. I'm going to go up here and make sure I click Canada. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of ships from Canada warehouses for Aliexpress like there is the US. There's a lot of US shipping options from Aliexpress now, but Canada there isn't. Luckily in Canada, I lived in Canada my whole life. So if I can find a product online and I can't find it anywhere else, or I really like it, or I like the price, or I like whatever, I'm okay with waiting a couple weeks, right? And the good thing is Aliexpress does e-packet to Canada, which is I think 16 to 20 days, 16 to 20 something days. So it's going to be anywhere from 2 to 3, maybe 3.5 weeks to get to Canada. And sometimes there will be a EMS or a DHL expedited shipping, but you're not going to be able to use that option on like products under $10 because the shipping is going to crush your profit. But items over 30 or 40 bucks, sometimes the shipping will be like $10. So it's a potential for you to get a fast ship on that, but it's more rare, and that's totally fine. Using e-packet dropshipping on Amazon Canada, fine, right? I've been doing it a long time. People in Canada are a lot more. They don't care as much to make sure they get it in 2 days or 1 week as people do in the United States. So because people in the States have been shopping online, there's more people, more customers. Amazon US, a bigger marketplace with more competition. It's a little bit tougher to try doing e-packet there, but luckily AliExpress has the US ship from. But for Canada, I just do e-packet. I do an economy shipping. I believe you can do 10 to 20 days. 10 to 20 days on Amazon Canada. And if you're including your 4-day handling time, you're really giving yourself, 14 to 24 business days for it to arrive. And if e-packet's 16 to 20 something days, 99% of the time, it's going to arrive in the time frame allotted. So the customer can't complain, and you won't be shipping late orders. Occasionally you'll get one that arrives after the expected time frame, but as long as the customer doesn't complain, it's not really going to bother your metrics. Also, Canadian metrics are a little bit more lenient than the US because shipping is more difficult in Canada. There's so many areas in Canada that are like from one city to the next is like 400 kilometers. Like in Saskatchewan and Alberta, sometimes you got to drive really far to get to the next location. So FedEx, UPS, Canada Post, they're charged more for shipping rates, right? The shipping rates are higher in Canada, and sometimes you can't get free. With Amazon, they somehow still ship Prime. They still ship fast. But selling on Amazon Canada using a slow shipping supplier is totally fine. Maybe in like 3 to 5 years, when Canada's more populated and more companies are offering faster shipping and Canadians get used to it, right, then it'll be a little bit more difficult, but I still think it's going to be totally fine. And the really cool thing about AliExpress in Canada is once you get these products to start selling, if you really want to, you could always send them into the Amazon fulfillment centers, right? Anything you can find on AliExpress, you can find on Alibaba. Only time I'll send it to FBA, though, is if the profit margins allow me to realize more, like if it's 20% profit dropship and it's 20% profit FBA, I might just keep dropshipping it, especially if I'm getting lots of sales. But if I'm going to make if I'm going to be able to make more sales with the Prime logo and the profit margin's bigger, then I will consider sending it to Amazon FBA, right? So the option's completely up to you. So for Amazon.ca, original listing product research, I will just do the exact same thing I do on US. I'm going to use a predictive search. Helium 10 also has Canadian and UK and other country options for product research and for like keywords. So be able to score them from there. Merchant Words also has Canadian option for keywords. So if you want to stem your search off of what's in the predictive search, you want to find your keywords here, but you want to cross-reference them on Helium 10 or on Merchant Words or any other keyword tool, you can do that for Canada as well, because they have Canada options now in those softwares. So I'm just going to pick a random category. I think in our videos we do a lot of home and garden. I think we do some toys. I don't think we do too much beauty and health, and I don't think we've done too much sports stuff. So let me pick one of those. Let me go tools and home improvement. Because health and beauty is not going to be, if you're a new seller, you're going to be gated in health and beauty. So you're going to need to sell in these other categories. So I'm going to try to keep it relevant for every one of you guys, right? So let's go tools and home improvement. Okay, there's a waterproof tack light for $1.87. Let me open that up. Soap dispenser, 11 bucks. Oh, and there's a Wi-Fi thermostat for 50 bucks. Let me open that up. And they also have some, Aliexpress is starting to bring in some more high-ticket items. Sometimes the shipping is a little stupid, though. So you're going to have to take a look at shipping. But, like, they got some of these bigger items that you could make a lot more money with, right? Higher ticket product, higher ticket profit. But I'm not going to look at those for now. I'm just going to look at the ones I open. I'm going to open up this one, too. So let's have a look. We got a Wi-Fi thermostat. Now I'm just going to think in my mind what kind of keywords. Oh, see, look at that. With ePacket, this one ships free, so you're not paying any extra. And it's 16 to 26 days. So with your 10 to 20 day plus 4-day handling time for an economy shipping template, you're good to go. 56 bucks Canadian Wi-Fi thermostat. Or we could do like smart thermostat. There we go. Smart thermostats for home. See what kind of keyword. Okay, over 4,000 results. So a little more competitive. Now, unlike Amazon US, I try to go under 1,000. Under 500 is even better. It's getting a little bit more competitive in the US, so I will try to go like under 500, because then I have a better chance of getting on the first or second page for that keyword without PPC and potentially get some sales. Canada, if it says over 1,000, I'll still use it. But anything over 2, I probably won't use as my main keyword, with the strategy of getting your product to sell without PPC, or like very little PPC, right? The keyword methods dropship to FBA strategy. So I'm just going to have a look. I'm going to try a different keyword for us. No, I didn't click one. So smart thermostat. Give me a keyword, please. Okay, it looks like people are searching for specific things. Yeah, Canada, we got some electric baseboard heaters and we got some gas fireplaces. Electric baseboard heaters. Electric floor heating, gas boiler. It works with Alexa, Google Home. So this thing works with Alexa, it works with Google Home, and it works for electric floor heaters, baseboard heaters, and it also works for gas boiler. Cool. So this thing is 56 bucks. This thing's pretty awesome. So smart thermostat. Let me go for electric baseboard heaters, because it does that. 536 results. Not a lot of competition for this keyword. See, this is the crazy thing about what I do and what I teach you guys in Mastering Amazon, because the ability to find, this is also kind of like limited selection. I mean, if someone's looking for this, they type this keyword in, 500 results might seem like a lot, but if you understand Amazon at this point, typically you're seeing at least thousands and thousands and thousands of results for a single keyword, right? And only the really, really good products are going to be getting to the first page. Ones with a bunch of reviews and a good price, and Amazon has decided they like the product. That's the only time you're getting to the first page for these big keywords. But keywords like this that people are still searching for, according to Amazon, guaranteed has at least a decent search volume, and it's got 500 results. Your chances of getting on the first or second page are pretty good, like more than 50%. Right? It's not a guarantee, but you still got a good chance. And you got a good chance of getting sales without spending money on PPC. Right? Why no one else is doing this, I don't know, but I'm really glad to be able to show it to you. So now I'm just going to take a look at prices because I like this keyword. I mean, I could probably try the gas one, or I could try Alexa Home. I'm going to maybe try to stay away from those branded keywords, but I'll probably use it in my latter part of my title. But I'm just going to have a look at everyone's prices are now. Another cool thing about Canada, prices are always crazy high, especially compared to the US. So when you find something like this, and right when I saw $50 for this, I already kind of had a bit of an inclination, like, okay, this could be good. Here's another one for $25. I'm going to open that up. Now I'm just looking at prices. So 140, 200, 300, 140, 90, 120, and this isn't even, I don't even know if these are smart. This isn't a smart thing. This is just a standard thermostat with a digital screen. Standard. That might be smart. That's definitely a smart one. $200. Nest is $300. Okay, here's one for $70. Programmable. Not sure if it's a smart Wi-Fi enabled one. Doesn't look like it. Here's a Wi-Fi enabled Honeywell. $200. I'm looking at the ones we're going to be competing with directly. These standard digital programmable ones are not our competition. Our competition is Wi-Fi enabled smart thermostat control that does literally everything, that works with Alexa and Google Home, right? Right? That's what we want to look at. We're not looking at these cheap ones because they're not our competition. So far, our competition's in the $200 range. That should be getting you really excited, because Amazon.ca is completely untapped, as you can see. I think the cheapest smart one that I could find was $140. And as you can see, another little thing, what I'm seeing right now, I'll show you what I'm seeing right now. The further I'm scrolling down the first page of Amazon, the more I'm seeing irrelevant results. Like, this is a baseboard heater. This baseboard, if Amazon is putting this baseboard heater on the first page when someone is searching for a smart thermostat, even though that electric baseboard heater is in the keyword, Amazon should know this is what we're looking for, right? And obviously they do, because they're putting the smart ones that work with that at the very top. So they know what we're looking for with this keyword, yet we are seeing a lot of these just digital ones only. Clearly there isn't very many Wi-Fi enabled smart ones, right, under this keyword, and clearly there isn't even that many thermostats to show under this keyword, because now they're throwing in other crap, right? Like, what is this, a Wi-Fi tower? This is a heater. Here's another heater. Here's more heaters, right? They're throwing in stuff that maybe they could go together, but normally when you search a keyword on Amazon, like if you go to Amazon US and type this keyword in, you're probably not going to see like 15 baseboard heaters on the first page. You're probably going to see all thermostats, right? So what's that? That indicates to me there is not a lot of competition for these. Not a lot of competition. And my competition, I'm looking at about 140 to $300. Can I sell this thing for cheaper than everybody else? And I'm not trying to go lowest price, because Amazon's not about lowest price. It's about perceived value, good pricing, good keywords, and getting your product. It has to be a good product too, right? If it's a pile of junk, doesn't matter what your price is, right? So I'm looking at 140 to $300. Let's go see that 100. Okay, so the 140 smart thermostat for baseboard heaters. They're using that keyword too. Look at them go, right? Good for them. Look how good they're doing. 720. These guys are killing it. This is the keyword they're using. We can probably beat these guys. This looks like a way cooler smart home thermostat. This thing's actually sick. I like it. I would buy it. I would buy it over this very, very simple looking thing. And especially if this was like, let's say $120, even if it was the same price. This thing could be $199.99 and it would make sense to me when I'm looking at everybody else's, right? If I look at everyone else's, even $150 to $200 would make sense to me. I would go $129.99 and list this thing with this keyword, and then I would build out my listing as per the training, right? All the stuff you guys already know. Go, right? This is how easy Amazon Canada is. It's insane. So the methodology, the keyword research, it's literally all the exact same as the US. It's just the suppliers, and a little bit of insight is what I know you guys wanted, so here it is. This is my insight on Amazon Canada. I mean, obviously I could just continue researching and doing the same thing I already been doing. You can obviously take a look at other products. Another good indicator for AliExpress is when they got a lot of stock. If they got a lot of stock, it's probably going to be a more of a reliable supplier, right? You can also look at the reviews and stuff up here. Go look at their profile. These guys got 187,000 followers, and they got a lot in stock, right? And when you're never going to order FBA from here. You can probably find this thing on Alibaba for $10.